Welcome to Keepin' It Real, your go-to radio show for fresh insights and vibrant introductions. Get ready to dive into a world where we offer you the latest in real estate wisdom and the juiciest community tidbits. From expert advice courtesy of top realtors to opportunities to give back through local charities, we've got you covered. Plus, we'll shine a spotlight on the young athletes driving our local sports scene and uncover the buzzworthy happenings both in town and beyond. Stay tuned for a jam-packed hour of enlightenment and entertainment right here on Keepin' It Real.
Hey, good morning, everybody, and welcome to Keepin' It Real, brought to you by the Sherry Ethell Team right here at Long Realty Studios behind Denny's on Fry Boulevard, here to help you with all your real estate needs. But let's get to the show. But before I do that, I kind of want to give a shout out to a few great events that are coming up. So if you didn't already know it, the Nancy J. Brewer Animal Care Center is celebrating their 18th anniversary, and they're going to do that with an open house. So the 18th anniversary open house is coming very soon. It's Saturday, February 14th. Yeah, you got it. Valentine's Day, noon to 4 p.m., and that's going to be right at the Nancy J. Brewer Animal Care Center. It's out at 6799 East Highway 90. It's free and it's open to the public. So if you've got no date for Valentine's Day, find your next love at the Nancy J. Brewer Animal Care Center to help them celebrate the shelter's 18th anniversary. They'll have an adoption special, Rambo's rummage sale, refreshments, and even a kissing booth with some of their most adorable friends. You got it, the pets. And the pets will be out in force, plus a free adoption sponsored by Concord General Contracting. So there's going to be a lot of cool stuff there. They'll have some yummy Dole soft serve on site, and they'll be offering coupons for a free swirl, anyone who adopts. Pop and Lori's kettle corn truck will also be there, so it's going to be a lot of fun. So if you need some information, call the Nancy J. Brewer Animal Care Center or go online at animal.shelter at sierravistaaz.gov, and it's 520-458-4151, 520-458-4151. And again, this is the Nancy J. Brewer Animal Care Center 18th anniversary open house on Valentine's Day, free and open to the public on February 14th. That's a Saturday, noon to 4 p.m. Now, with other things going on in the community, I want to give a shout out to our friends, of course, at the Tombstone American Legion. That's right, they're hosting their blood drive, another great blood drive. You can honor your hero, be a hero, donate blood, the American Cross Way. At the American Legion Hall, 215 East Allen Street, Tombstone, Arizona. And that's Thursday, February 19th, so the next day after the great 18th anniversary open house at the Nancy J. Brewer Animal Care Center. You can go down and give your blood and do it at the blood drive brought to you by the Tombstone American Legion. And that's going to be February 19th from 1 to 5 p.m., so it's 1 to 5 p.m., and you can find out more information by going to American Red Cross if you want to know more at 1-800-733-2767. But it's a great opportunity to celebrate giving back to the community, and what a great way to do a blood drive there, brought to you by Tombstone American Legion, right there at 215 East Allen Street in Tombstone, Arizona. So a little shout out to them. Now, another shout out, and this is going to be talked about a lot today by our next guest who's coming into the studio right now. So I'm going to break in just a second, but I want to tell you about his event, and we'll talk about it a bunch here in the coming hour. But February 28th, the second annual Tombstone Small Animal Shelter event is coming up. And so the shelter's putting on some really great festivities there. They're going to have pulled pork, coleslaw, chips, and a drink. 12:30 to 1:30 is when the event's going to happen, and it's a bike and car show. They're going to have a DJ and all sorts of great activities. $10 entry fee for you car and bike enthusiasts who want to enter your car or bike. Or you can just bring a bag of dog food or cat food and get a free entry. They'll waive the $10 entry fee. And the car show is at 1:30, so make sure that you're there for that. And 3:30 is going to be the awards presentation, but you've got to be present to win. So again, this is the second annual Tombstone Animal Shelter event, and this is February 28th from 12:30 to 6:30 p.m. So don't forget that. And so I just want to give a big thank you to all of the amazing people out there, the wonderful people who live in our community, who've come on our show and talked about themselves. I know it's not always easy to talk about yourself, and they they've gotten the courage to come in and tell them a little bit about what they do and who they support. And I think it just speaks very highly of our community to be able to talk, to these folks and learn a little bit more about them, because behind every business, behind every awesome event, there's cool people in our community that are frankly giving up a lot of their time for others. And I think it speaks well of them, and it speaks well to our community. And it's just awesome, their stories. We've got some amazing people here, and it's great to be able to kind of showcase them. Love doing that. But we really want to get more of you on the show. So if you have somebody who doing something really fantastic for the community, somebody's really giving a lot of their time, somebody's got a great business here, we'd love to do a little business spotlight. Maybe you're trying to get a business, off the ground. Maybe you're trying to get an event going, or maybe a charity. We'd love to hear from you, because I think it's important to showcase the wonderful things that are going on in this community. And this community gives back like no other community I've ever seen. And so I just really appreciate all of you. And I want to give a big thank you to all of those people who do give, whether it be time, money, or talent. I love the fact that you're giving something back. And I think that's what makes this community special and what makes it different. Once again, we're one of the top places to visit and to live, and I think that speaks highly of our community. But again, this is Keeping It Real. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back after these messages, and we'll start up with Brandon Sharp, our little event coordinator, who does it all for free, and just a regular guy just like you and I, who does this for fun. And we're going to hear from him and hear all about the upcoming event at the Tombstone Small Animal Shelter. This is Keeping It Real. We'll be right back, folks.
What's in a name? Everything. Long Realty has been a cornerstone of Southern Arizona's real estate market for nearly 100 years. Our name is our bond, and our agents are our strength. Trust in the name that stands for experience and expertise. Visit longrealty.com or call 520-459-4993 to connect with an agent today. Long Realty. Smart move.
Tax time is here, but before you spend your refund, consider real estate with the Sherry Ethell Team at Long Realty. It's a great way to move from renter to homeowner and on the road to building wealth.
Hi, I'm Sherry Ethell, Realtor and Team CEO of the Sherry Ethell Team at Long Realty. Think of me as your guide to all things real estate. I tailor my approach to your needs and, most importantly, your goals. It's time to come see me and get a plan for your success.
Discover excellence in real estate with the Sherry Ethell Team at Long Realty, your premier choice in Cochise County. Visit Sherry at Long Realty behind Denny's on Fry Boulevard in Sierra Vista. Call or text 717-599-2439 or Google us for more information. Real integrity, real results.
It's the Home Spotlight Series, brought to you by the Sherry Ethell Team at Long Realty, where home stories are told until they're sold.
Views, views, and more views. Welcome to 6321 Red Oak Circle in Hereford's King Ranch subdivision, a stunning 4-bedroom, 3-bath custom home on 3 acres. This home delivers unobstructed 360-degree mountain and valley views. Step inside to find a formal living and dining area with a wall of patio doors, wood-look tile floors, plantation shutters, and a huge open kitchen with an island that flows into the family room with a real wood burning fireplace. The master suite offers patio access and a massive closet, while 3 additional bedrooms and 2 baths complete the split floor plan. Outdoors, enjoy a landscape backyard with grass, trees, and garden space, 3-car garage, and an incredible 22 by 40-foot RV garage with a workshop area. This property has it all. 6321 Red Oak Circle, offered at $799,900.
Set up an appointment today. Buy and sell with the Sherry Ethell Team at Long Realty. We make success stories for a living. All right, welcome this Saturday morning to Keeping It Real. This is Keeping It Real, brought to you by the Sherry Ethell Team right here at Long Realty Studios behind Denny's on Fry Boulevard. And I am here. I'm Dion Ethell, and I'll be your host today. And I'm here with Brandon Sharp. Brandon has been on the radio a few times. If you're a loyal listener, you probably know Brandon from his times that he's been on the radio talking about event coordination and all the events that we've been having. But welcome to the show, Brandon.
Thank you for having me, Dion.
Absolutely. we love having you because we love what you're doing for the communities out here in Cochise County. And so, you're always active, always looking for something to do. Now, we want to kind of give, just for those people who are just tuning in and for those people who maybe don't know you, let's give a little shout out to who you are and how long you've been here, what brought you here, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I've been here since like 2008, 2005 timeframe. My name's Brandon. I'm from Oklahoma originally, and my stepdad was in the Army, so we traveled a lot. And now we live out here.
And so, what got you into event coordination? Because that's not your day job.
No,
so.
I do landscaping, little odd jobs here and there. But my purpose, and I just love giving back and helping the community and doing outreach and just different kinds of events for the community. But I hang out with a lot of clubs and bikers and stuff like that, and just other organizations that do a lot of good things for the community. And obviously, I'm like, man, they can do that good stuff, so why can't I? And obviously, I do, and I have been doing it.
Yeah, you pull it off in like big time. And we'll talk a little bit about some of the events that you do and how big they are in terms of scope and everything. Because for most people who are just doing it by themselves, an event, it's pretty low key. It's pretty small. You don't do anything small hardly. So,
oh no, yeah,
yours are pretty big. But hold on to that thought. I want to ask you a couple more questions. So, how far, for those people who don't know you yet, how far back was it when you first started doing the event coordination?
Started back in I want to say June or July of 2019.
Okay, and
then I had 2 events that year, and then every year after that, it got more
bigger
and more.
Yeah.
And then, here we are in 2026, and we're getting ready to host another one next month.
Yeah, which kind of leads us into talking a little bit about what it is that you're coming on the show today for. We're going to talk a little bit about the Tombstone Small Animal Shelter 2nd Annual that you're hosting.
That's correct.
Right?
Yes.
So this is all going down when?
The 28th of February.
Okay, February. And tell us a little bit about the event. Like on what's the time frame and what kinds of things are you doing there?
So it starts at 12:30 to 6:30, and I got a DJ coming out playing from 12:30 to 4:30. We got like vendors coming out, and we're doing food and stuff, pulled pork. We got coleslaw and potato salad, drinks and chips and all that.
That's what I'm talking about. You don't do anything small. So now we've moved up from hot dogs and hamburgers to pulled pork.
Yep.
Holy cow. Who's doing all that for you?
All that's coming, the shelter. Oh, they're doing all that. The
wow,
food
they're going to
stuff.
do it for you. Wow, that's impressive that that they're putting that together for you. Are they going to have your usual bike and car show? So tell us a little bit about that and what the parameters are and who can come to that.
So it's open to the public. Anyone can come. So that will take place at 1:30. Basically, it's $10 entry fee or a bag of dog food or cat food. And then the plaques will be presented at 3:30. But basically, any proceeds or monetary donations that is given or donated will go directly towards the shelter. So, yeah.
Wow. Okay. So $10 or a bag of dog food. Doesn't matter what kind or...
Nope. Or cat food.
Okay. Dog or cat food. Okay. That's good to know. And then all the proceeds, how's that work?
So anything donated, money or like bags of food or toys or anything like that goes straight to the shelter. It doesn't get split up to anyone else. It's all for the shelter. That's who we're helping. And right now they're in the red. They're a nonprofit, no-kill shelter, and they're full of capacity of animals. So we got to get some dogs new homes.
Right.
And cats.
Yeah, that's super tough when they get full like that. I know we had a period there where we had even the chief of police and some of the ACOs, the animal control officers, as well as the supervisor out here on the show and whatnot, talking about just the fact that this year's given kind of this last year, a little unusual circumstances. People are kind of hit hard by just the fact that everything is so expensive. And then there were cuts in the government and some other things that kind of threw things in a loop a little bit. And so people were struggling and they started turning in dogs and cats. And it was weird because I don't know if, nobody saw that coming, but it wasn't just here. It was all across the state and, in fact, all the way across the country where they just started returning their dogs and cats. And it kind of breaks my heart when you think about it. some of these animals too, they weren't like they just got them, you know.
Yeah.
So it was, some of these people had them for years, and that poor animal to have to go through all that, lose their family, and then kind of start over. But, you know, you and I have talked about this before. It's a heck of a lot better to bring it to a shelter than to drop it off somewhere.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I see it on Facebook, you know, people just dump their dogs off and take off.
I know, it's horrible, huh? Horrible that when you see that happen, or you see that stray animal that was once a loving pet and now is kind of running around out there. And sometimes they get out, and that's how they get out there. But
it's like during the holidays, you know, it's like people buy these little cute puppies and they get big. It's like, oh, got to get rid of them. Like,
yeah. A lot of people, I think, too, they underestimate puppies are puppies, right? And it takes a couple of years before they're really kind of outgrown a lot of their little puppy, you know, traits and things. But I really think that, it's been kind of a weird year this year, just with all the turn-ins and everything. It got to the point where even locally here, it was full capacity, and we kind of had to take some preemptive action because there were no available places to board them either. And the last thing, and I think we've talked about this before, the last thing you want to do is be euthanizing animals because of a lack of space.
Yeah.
And we've never had to do that, you know, here locally. And you said that the Tombstone Shelter, they're no-kill also, right?
Yep, 100% no-kill and nonprofit.
Yeah.
So they strictly rely on donations, and if they don't get any, they're hurting. So
yeah, for sure. You know, that it's kind of a tough thing, and people don't realize how much goes into it and how many animals we're really talking about. You know, it's hundreds and hundreds of animals all year long. At any given time here, locally here in Sierra Vista, you may have, anywhere up to 100 or more animals at the shelter. Sometimes we're lucky and it's only 40 or 50, but it's a lot of animals to care for, a lot of dog food being consumed, a lot of cat food being consumed, and then somebody's got to come in and clean up, so there's all kinds of volunteer work. And there's volunteers over there at Tombstone as well, right?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So it's like, what do you say? It's like, it takes a lot to run a village or a ship, you know? It's not just one person, you know? But
yeah, you really can't do it for just one person. In fact,
I know you can, though.
Oh, I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think so. It's tough. We're real busy with a lot of different things and helping a lot of people, but it really takes the whole community. And I think we kind of want to talk about that a little bit further in the show, about getting volunteers and just the general volunteerism. And we'll do that. But we'll do that right after this brief message. So we're going to cut to a commercial, and we'll be right back, folks, with Keeping It Real. We'll be right back.
Attention homebuyers and sellers.
This is Sherry Ethell, Team CEO of the Sherry Ethell Team at Long Realty, your go-to real estate professional. Let's debunk a common myth. The more you cut commissions, the more you save. Not true. In real estate, a skilled agent who negotiates tirelessly on your behalf is worth their weight in gold. Don't focus solely on promises of discounts. Remember, your future wealth is balanced on the success of your agent. So invest in top-notch representation that will save you more in the long run by securing the best deals and terms. Whether you're buying your dream home or selling your prized property, count on expertise, not just discounts, for ultimate success. I'm Sherry Ethell, and I create success stories.
Visit Sherry Ethell at Long Realty behind Denny's on Fry Boulevard in Sierra Vista. Local expertise, nationwide connections. Call or text 717-599-2439 or Google us for more information. Real integrity, real results.
Discover excellence in real estate with the Sherry Ethell Team at Long Realty, your premier choice in Cochise County. Sherry's amazing team brings honesty, expertise, and a deep understanding of the local market. Whether you're a first-time buyer or a seasoned homeowner, they're committed to your peace of mind and handle every detail for you. Their approach? Personalized service, above and beyond transactional real estate, building lifelong relationships, nationwide connections, local expertise. There's a reason this team is amongst the top realtors in Arizona and across the nation. You owe it to yourself to call or visit the Sherry Ethell Team, the top team at Long Realty, behind Denny's on Fry Boulevard in Sierra Vista. Call or text 717-599-2439 or Google us for more info. Real integrity, real results.
Welcome back to Keepin' It Real. This is Dion Ethell. I'm your host, and we're keeping it real here with Brandon Sharp, an event coordinator, local event coordinator, who helps a number of charities every year. And we're doing it right here from Long Realty Studios behind Denny's on Fry Boulevard. Now, Brandon, we were just talking before the break about the fact that, the Tombstone Animal Shelter that you're going to be benefiting this next event and dedicating that to. They're a no-kill shelter, but it takes a lot of work to do that. One is you've got to have the space, so that means there's got to be adoptable animals going out the door all the time, and then you've got to be able to care for those animals with all these volunteers, and then you've got to turn around and really help them out, help get them the money that they need to be able to continue to care for those animals.
Oh, absolutely.
So how big is the animal shelter over there? Maybe you can tell people you've been there.
It's not too big, I want to be honest with you. I mean, it's big, like, property-wise, but, like, the building's not huge, but they're able to take care of all the dogs, and they have a little cat sanctuary room and stuff. So It's really cool, actually. And they have a space for all the dog food and stuff. So it's a really nice place. One time when I went out there were soldiers from Fort Huachuca volunteering and stuff.
Yeah.
So it was,
man, we love that too. We get a number of soldiers helping over here in town too at the Nancy J and Animal Care Center, and so it's really impressive to be able to have that arm, that extension of volunteer work coming from the fort. I mean, we couldn't do it without them. They're amazing. They've helped us a number of times too with Pups on Parade and some of the other things where we were doing fundraisers to help the shelter. Keep doing those low cost spay and neuter clinics and things like that. So really makes a difference for a shelter. Even as a nonprofit like this one here, really a shoestring budget. So you really got to be able to ensure that you're bringing in people just as much as you are money.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like some people might think it's like, a piece of cake or rich, trying to, but at the end of the day, they got to remember it's a nonprofit. So it's like, if you're not raising money, then you're not,
Oh, and it's and everybody's pitching in, right? We've had the Humane Society on a number of times talking about, in fact, even the Tombstone Animal Shelter there, and then all the cat population out here, and discussing that. We've had the Nancy J. Brewer Animal Care Center on a number of times, and just talking about the number of animals and it's staggering sometimes when you really see the real numbers and the amount of money that is required to be able to support that. And it's oftentimes tens of thousands, sometimes hundreds of thousands of dollars when you add everybody's efforts up, and pretty incredible. So kudos to you for picking such a grand charity. We love the animals, obviously, Sherry and I, and we love to be able to support that.
It's like as I'm getting older, it's kind of love animals sometimes more than humans.
I know it does make you go soft a little bit, and we just, they're such good companions, right? Never complain, and they're just always there for you. Let's talk a little bit about just the idea of putting on hosting these different events and everything. How much work goes into that? I know we've talked about that a little bit before, but how many hours do you put in most of these?
To be honest with you, I wasn't really sure, like, on a total how much, but...
if you had to guess, kind of. I mean, I know I'm putting you on the spot because I didn't give you that question ahead of time, so... But
like at the day of the event?
Yeah, no, I'm talking about the whole time. So from the time that you thought up this idea to have this event here, how many hours would you think you might invest?
I'd say like a couple hours a day or whatever, like to plan it, and like get everything organized. And like, because this year for the Tombstone event, I made my own flyers.
Yeah.
And I used the old Chat GPT, with the old information, and it created a flyer. So... once I start plugging away and my brain's thinking, I start writing down notes on my phone and just like coming up with ideas and stuff, and start talking to the shelter, and then they're good with it. So start running with more ideas and get a DJ and other stuff involved. And
how far in advance did you start this process?
Started this, I want to say want to say it started this back in December, I want to say.
Okay.
So last month.
So you started about last month,
Yeah.
but you kind of knew about it a year ago even.
After the last one we did, I was pretty sure we were going to do another one. And once she gave me we're going to do one. So I was like, all right. So started getting things ready to go.
Started planning it all out and plotting your course. And you obviously had put this one on before because this is your next one, your second annual. So, you kind of had experiences. And the last time I want to say you had some live music too.
Oh, yeah. We had live music. We had an after party at Oriental Saloon, bike and car show. We had food vendors. So basically the whole 9 years, just like the same. But this year we won't be doing an after party. So everything would just be at the shelter. I think that was a little too much last year.
Was that too much? Yeah.
The event stopped at 6:30. The after party started at 6:30. So it's like, oh
my gosh, yeah. And when you're putting these things on, it's centered around you. So you came up with the idea a long time ago that you wanted to help out, and you just jumped in.
Oh yeah. I saw that the shelter was needing desperate help and need, and obviously me being me, I like hosting events and parties where everyone could get together and help out and donate, and it's all for a good cause. So I thought of the idea, and they were good with it, so I ran with it.
And you just made it happen.
Yep.
And it's amazing too. I mean, how did you even go about, like you mentioned, you got vendors there. How do you find a vendor? So
I reached out to Sam and Julie's Ice Cream because I did a couple events with them, and as of right now, I think they'll be there with the ice cream trailer. They have to make sure I guess there's some permits. And Tombstone, so she's got to make sure she has all her stuff. And then I have a lady, I guess, that will be out there selling like boutique stuff and whatnot. So yeah, she reached out and commented on the post, so I messaged her and we're good to go.
So a lot of times too, it'll just be from social media and from your normal network. Yeah, it's amazing, honestly. I mean, this community, especially here across Cochise County, whether you're on Nextdoor or you're on Facebook, it's kind of interesting how quickly people respond. I put a dining room set one time on Sierra Vista Sells, and I said free. And I thought, well, I wonder if anybody will call. Within 2 minutes, I already had my first post. By 30 minutes, I had lines of people on there wanting this thing, and I had somebody already driving out to grab it. And so you're just like, wow, I didn't realize the power.
It's like, in a way, though, this might sound weird, but it's like we're kind of all like the area we're living in, it's like a tight-knit area. So we're like all really kind of close family type stuff,
It's true. And it's funny. People get pretty riled up on some of those things, too. And they get pretty get going. And
all I was doing was like sharing my event flyers and stuff. And maybe I did say something crazy, but I don't remember.
Somebody didn't like that, huh?
Yeah.
Well, we do appreciate what you do, and I think it's important work. And the fact that you saw a void and you jumped in, and then you made it happen. And no, small thing. You actually raised a lot of money, like last year. How much money did you raise last year?
$4,000.
$4,000. Yep. Which goes a long way towards the year. And you have multiple events, and that suddenly becomes really something. And every year, they can start counting on some money coming in for those things.
Yeah, they said that was the most money they ever raised for their shelter.
Well, that's awesome. Now, as far as your event here for this one. So you've got a DJ, and who pays for that?
Oh, that's my buddy. He's coming down from Tucson, and he likes what I do, so
he's just doing it free.
Yep.
Wow, that's awesome.
He did it. He's already helped me twice. He did one last year at Native in August, and then he did the one at the Tombstone Brewery for the horses.
Okay.
So he's helped me twice already, and I was going to pay him one time, and he's like, "Nah, man, you're good." Like, so you just come out for a good time, and him and his wife, and sometimes the kids come out, and they come down from Tucson and
for a good cause. Wow, that's awesome. That's awesome that you're able to kind of spread the love a little bit.
I met him on TikTok.
On TikTok,
yeah.
No way.
He's a part of a Christian motorcycle club, and he shares a lot of the stuff on there, like praying and stuff for everybody. And then I reached out to him, and then they started coming to my events and stuff.
Wow.
So, yep.
Well, you never know where it's going to come from, right? And that's awesome. And it's even great that he's willing to donate that to your cause. And so that's just one more thing that doesn't come out of the money that you're trying to raise.
Yeah. Like this one person was like, yeah, we can help you out for like this much money. It's like, oh, man, we're trying to raise money. And
Yeah, it is tough. It is tough. And all that stuff comes off and turns into overhead. So you really want to try to make the most for your charity effort. So that's awesome. Your DJ is free. And then your bike and car show, how do you put that on? Is that you who does that?
That's me, and I have a couple of friends that help me out. But yeah, I do that. I did that one last year too, and I present plaques to the winners. We're doing first and second and people's choice like we've been doing. And just bring out your hot rods and your motorcycles, and it's just going to be a good time, all for the, like I said, like the shelter. So yeah, it's going to be a good time.
And who pays for the plaques?
I'm out of my pocket, so yeah, everything.
Wow.
Yeah. So yeah.
See, so you're even donating that day too,
yeah.
Not just your time, but you're also donating some money towards, making it happen and making it a real, actual event and everything.
Absolutely.
That's cool. Well, I know I've seen your plaques because I got one of them from one of the car shows, so that's cool.
It was a good event, though. It was really fun.
No, that was a good. All events are good. Some of them actually go and they're real positive, and they have lots and lots of people. Other ones are smaller. Sometimes they don't have as many people. But
you made me realize something, though. It's like it's not a negative. It's like it's still what do you call it? Like an up progression. It's still like a positive. You're just like, some are better than others, so you just got to move on.
Right.
But
and anytime that you earn, whether it be $200 or $2,000, it's still a positive for the charity.
Obviously, there might be people in the community that don't like what I do for whatever various reasons, but it's like, get on out there and do it yourself, man.
Yeah,
everyone can do it.
Everybody can, and my hats are off to you because you took the time to do it. You put all this time, and when we come back from the break, we'll really talk about how much time is involved. Not just in the events like we were talking about, but how much time in your life to do this, because this isn't the only event that you do. And then we'll talk about some of those other events. So folks, we'll be right back with Keepin' It Real and Brandon Sharp, and we'll be right back.
Discover excellence in real estate with the Sherry Ethell Team at Long Realty, your premier choice in Cochise County. Sherry's amazing team brings honesty, expertise, and a deep understanding of the local market. Whether you're a first-time buyer or a seasoned homeowner, they're committed to your peace of mind and handle every detail for you. Their approach? Personalized service, above and beyond transactional real estate, building lifelong relationships, nationwide connections, local expertise. There's a reason this team is amongst the top realtors in Arizona and across the nation. You owe it to yourself to call or visit the Sherry Ethell Team, the top team at Long Realty, behind Denny's on Fry Boulevard in Sierra Vista. Call or text 717-599-2439 or Google us for more info. Real integrity, real results.
Welcome to an exciting new chapter in real estate marketing with the Sherry Ethell Team at Long Realty. We're thrilled to introduce our groundbreaking radio campaign that's set to virtually transform how homes are sold in our community.
Are you looking to sell your home? Imagine your listing highlighted as not just a home of the week, but receiving continuous, exclusive attention on the airwaves until it sells. That's right. Every single Sherry Ethell Team Long Realty listing will now be featured regularly, ensuring maximum exposure to maximize your speed of sale.
Here's how it works. Each week, we'll spotlight all of our current listings in individual, engaging, and detailed 30-second radio ads. Whether you're selling a cozy starter home, a luxurious estate, or anything in between, your property will be heard by thousands of potential buyers in our local area. This innovative approach guarantees that your home remains top of mind for listeners until the perfect buyer comes along.
Why choose the Sherry Ethell Team at Long Realty? Because we're committed to delivering unparalleled service with a personal touch. Our new radio campaign will be just one more way we help reduce the stress of selling your home by giving it the visibility it deserves. We understand that selling a home can be a daunting process, but with your tailored marketing campaign and this kind of presence, it'll be easier and more efficient than ever.
Tune in to Cool 104.1 to hear about the latest listings on our new program we're calling our Home Spotlight Series. Or catch the Keepin' It Real radio show every Saturday morning at 7 a.m. for the latest real estate tips from the experts. Weekend open houses, awesome charity opportunities, great happenings in our community, and wonderful interviews with youth sports coaches and athletes.
So don't miss out on this unique opportunity to have your home featured in our exclusive radio campaign. List with Sherry Ethell Team Long Realty today and experience the magic of real estate marketing like never before.
For more information, give us a call at 717-599-2439. Sherry Ethell Team Long Realty, behind Denny's on Fry Boulevard right here in Sierra Vista, where your home's story is told until it's sold. Remember, with us, it's not just about selling houses. We make success stories for a living. Stay tuned, stay informed, and let's help you find your perfect home.
All right, welcome back to Keepin' It Real. I'm Dion Ethell, and I'm your host, and we're keeping it real with Brandon Sharp, one of our local event coordinators. He does this all on his own, free of charge for different various charities. And maybe you could just tell us a little bit about that. So what kind of charities have you worked with? Do you remember? I mean, you might not be able to list them all, but who were some of them?
Peaches Pantry, Butterfly Club. I helped out Red Iron Motorcycle Club, Boys and Girls Club, Tombstone Small Animal Shelter. I don't know. There is probably some other ones. I can't think of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's been like several. Like last year alone, I did 8 events for the community.
8 events?
8 events.
Well, that's more than you'd ever done, right?
Yeah.
That was
normally
the most
I do
in one
like
year.
Maybe I do like a couple, but yeah, last year I did 8 total. So started in February and ended in October.
Good grief.
Oh, there's another one, Broken to Brave Horse Sanctuary.
Oh, yeah.
Helped out, obviously can't forget American Legion Post 52. Did them with an event. Warrior Healing Center. But yeah, I did a lot of different events. Broken to Brave Horse Sanctuary, basically they help horses and donkeys from being sent to the slaughterhouse in Mexico.
Right.
It's Kenzie and Don and David and a lot of other good people, but yeah, they're cool people.
Well, let me ask you a couple of questions about that now that you brought it up too. What do you personally get out of that when you're working with because you get to meet these new people and everything? What's that
I get
like?
a long life friendship and just a solid like time and atmosphere and like just awesome, seeing what they're able to do and like us partnering up and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So to be honest with you, I get satisfaction because it's like I love to be able to help people, and like as much weirdness as that may be, like I just love helping and like dogs, animals. I just love to be able to help out,
You're just here looking to extend the community a helping hand, right?
Yeah, and like some people may think I'm just here to get money, but it's like
you don't take anything.
It's not all about that in life, Sometimes you could just honestly, genuinely just be a good person,
right.
and just help,
It's funny how that works sometimes, that people would actually, denigrate you for something like that, and where they would kind of talk bad about helping the community. But I think most people would probably view that as a really great thing, that you're opening up your heart to the community and giving so much of your time.
I'll be 30 in July, and like
30. Man, if I could get 30 back, holy cow, Brandon.
It's like, there's not a lot of young people, I should say, that like to do what I like to do. And I'm not going to, like, say that there's nothing wrong with that, because, like, don't get me wrong, when I was a lot younger, I was doing my other things, doing stupid stuff. But I just enjoy helping, because it's like, there's going to be a time when you need help, and, but right now I'm helping others, so it's a good time.
So is that something that you want to continue doing more of? So you're getting bigger and bigger. The events get bigger. You're spending more time. You're doing more events.
Absolutely.
Is this going to turn into like a full-time gig? How do you do that? And it seems like you give more money than you... Well, you don't get any money out of these things, so...
Yeah, I to be honest...
How are you going to make that work?
To be honest with you, I would really like to, like, come on more like with a legit team, but it's just me right now, so I'd like to have like people that are willing to help out, but I don't know if
so how would you do that? Maybe if somebody's listening and would like to help out at some of these events, can they help out at an event?
Yeah, if they would like to, if they're interested. Actually, I need some help next month at the Tombstone Shelter.
What's the best way to contact you?
520-678-1315.
Say that one more time.
520-678-1315 is my cell phone number.
Okay, and do you have Facebook and other things? You post a lot of stuff?
Oh, yeah, I got my charity Facebook page is Community Give Back. I think it's Events, one of the two. But, yeah, you can find me on there, and I have an Instagram page, and, I share all my events and stuff. So got TikTok and stuff.
Once they get connected with you, they can find you on there, Brandon Sharp, and be able to connect with you there and then see what you need help with, right?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I just think it'd be cool to, like... have more of the community involved too, and like we help each other, you know. So they help me, or vice versa, or whatever. Because like there's gonna be some more events I'm gonna be doing this year, and it'd be cool to have more people helping, you know. Because I want to do like a sock drive helping the homeless or something like that, or the Salvation Army.
Oh, Salvation Army.
Yeah, like a bike night or sock drive, something like that. Do something different because I never did like something like that, you know. But I'm not saying I couldn't do it because I can, but it's like just getting to the point where it's like, man, draining kind of. But
right.
It's still a good time, man. So
it's tough when you're doing this and you're doing a full-time job to be able to pay for this effort. And
but at the end of the day, it's still worth it, helping dogs and stuff. But yeah,
that's super difficult.
Yeah.
Well, so tell me a little bit about your investment here now. You would like to be able to do this, get some more volunteers, get some more people generated into this, landscape, and be able to figure out how to get everybody into your volunteer network. And then maybe you'd like to do this like full time, right?
Yeah,
that's
the goal. Yeah, I'm planning. I'd really like to just like host events and like be like an event coordinator or something like that. Just because I just truly just love helping the community and stuff, and it's a good time, man. And it's just like when you're able to help the community, it's like you're going a long ways. You might not feel like you are, but man, helping one person is helping something and helping somebody.
No, I gotcha.
See, especially seeing these dogs get adopted that probably never had a good home, man. They get to go home and
makes you feel good.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it does. It does.
Like those Hallmark movies need a tissue.
Now, and that's some of the things I guess when we talk about volunteerism and everything. What do you like about volunteerism? Is it the end result, or is it working with the people? Or
I want to say that, yeah. And like the end result, it's like volunteering to me, in my opinion, it's like we all have a set goal and mission, and we're all there to do that, help whatever we're doing, and we're just giving all we got, doing what we can, whether it's like social media, sharing stuff on social media, or like actually getting in the trenches and
that's a great point. Just sharing your event around, so as you post those things, other people could share that.
Oh yeah,
just to kind of get the word out, because these are all for a good cause.
Yeah, even if you're not able to see it, maybe somebody that saw it or can see it, and that they would be able to come. But social media, they got pros and cons, and I use it for the pros mainly.
Yeah, try to get the word out so that we can get people to these events and get it all together. As far as your volunteers that you're looking to get, does it matter, like what they can do? Will you work with them in terms of, like somebody maybe is really strong, can lift stuff, but maybe somebody else can't?
Oh, yeah.
What do you need?
To be honest with you, I just need like help, like volunteers, like not really necessarily anything in particular. I just need some more support, I guess you would say.
Right. So to be able to kind of keep things moving, because there's probably a lot of moving parts all at the same time, right?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So like I wouldn't say I need one thing over the other. I guess need more help, or what, basically.
Describe for me one of your busier events and how you're running back and forth.
That would be this
stuff.
one. The Tombstone one. Yeah. Because it's like you'll be here one moment, and then like I'm basically all over the shelter, like helping, doing other things, So
kind of walk me through what this looks like in the beginning. So before everybody starts this event, because this event goes from 12:30 to 6:30. So before 12:30, what time do you get there and start kind of getting ready?
Last year, I got there around I want to say 10 or 11, and the cars and everyone were already ready to go for the car show.
Oh my gosh, they're already lining up. Yep. People are showing up already. Did that panic you?
Yeah, a little bit. 'Cause even the shelter ladies were like, "Oh my god," they were already in line and
getting ready.
Comes the cars.
Yeah. Well, I know from all the car shows I've been into, we're pretty diehard, and so we show up and we're lining up, before dawn, so that you can get your spot.
It was funny because the ladies this doesn't start till 12:30, but I guess some of the car clubs came from out of town.
Yeah.
And there was this one guy that showed up March 28th, and they came from California, and they were...
Oh my gosh, California.
They were a month late.
Oh my gosh.
Because I guess...
That's crazy.
I guess they saw it on Facebook or whatever, and they came, and the wife's telling... Because I wasn't there, but this was just what the lady told me from the shelter. The lady's like, "Yeah, I told you," whatever her husband's name is, we're late. Nah, I guess you're right.
Oh, no. So they weren't even there on the right day or anything?
It was March 28th. It was March something, but yeah, because it was February something, but yeah, they were late.
Oh, that's too bad. But that's pretty cool that you got somebody who is interested from that far out to come to your little tiny event.
Someone told one of the ladies today from the shelter, I guess they don't have Facebook, but I guess someone was telling them about my event. So yeah, I was like, right on. I mean, basically all my events can get a lot of people coming through, but I'd say this one probably usually is the biggest sometimes, like, because it's all about the dogs, you know.
So once you got there and you were like showing up to and all these cars are already there. I mean, what kinds of things do you have to do to get ready?
I started like getting people's money for the car show. You know, they were paying me, and then I was writing down people's names and stuff so we could get.
So you were doing all the collecting too.
Oh, yep.
Oh my gosh.
Yep.
So you were doing all that with the bike and cars, and then who's getting? Did the ladies help you at the shelter to kind of get the food kind of going?
Oh yeah. They were doing the hot dogs and burgers, and then
your vendors.
Yeah, we had a vendor that did the same thing, hot dog and burgers. So that was like
another thing.
Too much.
Yeah, a lot of work. And then you had some live music too.
Yeah, we had live music. Kayla Vaughn from Bisbee.
I remember.
Yeah. And her friend came out. It was her and her friend. They were singing and playing guitar.
And you had to kind of tell them where they were going to go to and do all that too.
Yeah, they were out front of the shelter. Yeah. But I met her through Facebook. She posted something about music, and I asked her if she would like to participate in performing.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
How cool. All these people that you bump into, you just kind of build your network, and then they're kind of a little bit yours in some ways. You know, you can kind of use them again.
It was a good time, man. It really was. And then obviously, we had the after party at the Oriental.
So some of them work out, and some don't work out, and sometimes too they can't do it again. And so you're always looking for the next one, right?
I take that as a positive though too. It's like what works and what don't.
Yeah.
It's like, it's like anything else though.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. It's kind of interesting. Well, let's take a quick break. We'll come back, wrap up the show, and talk again about this event and some of the other ones that you got coming up. So we'll be right back with some upcoming events with Brandon Sharp. This is Keeping It Real.
We're the real wayfinders, the trailblazers, the go-getters. In a town where the desert wakes before dawn, we don't just talk, we make things happen. And when we speak, it's real, it's genuine, and it's worth hearing. Tune in every Saturday morning at 7 a.m. on Cool 104.1 FM. Join the Sherry Ethell Team for Keeping It Real, where top realtors, local heroes, and the heartbeat of our community come together. Raw, authentic conversations, expert market insights, and the best local events you can't afford to miss. Keeping it real, celebrating our community. Bold, genuine, one of a kind.
In a town with heart and history, the Sherry Ethell Team is the key. Serving service that we agree for military law and retirees. Stress-free process you will see. Personal care is our guarantee. Real integrity, real results. The Sherry Ethell Team, we never halt. Real experts here to guide your way. Making dreams come true every single day. Trust a team that knows just what to do. The Sherry Ethell Team, working for you. Real integrity, real results. The Sherry Ethell Team is your one and only call.
All right, welcome back. This is Keeping It Real. Welcome, and I'm glad to have all of you listening out there and appreciate your day. Hope you're having a great day, a great morning this morning already. Now, this is Keeping It Real, brought to you by the Sherry Ethell Team at Long Realty Studios, and I am interviewing Brandon Sharp, an event coordinator here in town. The weird thing about his role is he's not a professional event coordinator, although maybe he'd like to be, but he's been doing this for years as just a concerned citizen looking to help out a number of charities, really a volume of charities that he's helped out throughout Cochise County. And one of them is the Tombstone Small Animal Shelter. And so we're really kind of here, if you're just tuning in, we're talking about the February 28th Tombstone Small Animal Shelter, second annual, hosted by Brandon Sharp here, and the Tombstone Small Animal Shelter itself. And again, it's February 28th from 12:30 to 6:30. Did I get that right?
That's correct.
And it's got a bike and car show, and it's a little competition there, and a DJ who's going to be there. It's open to the public. $10 entry fee for the car show or bike show. And you got to have some a food vendor there.
The shelter's doing pulled pork.
Oh, the shelter is. That's right.
And they're doing coleslaw and potato salad and drinks and chips for $10 until it's gone. Starts at
awesome.
12:30 until they don't have any more.
And you can get your $10 entry fee for the car or bike show there if you just bring you can waive it if they bring a dog or cat food, right?
Correct. Yep.
Big bag. Mm-hmm. Okay. Now, and then you're going to do some, that's going to kind of start up, I think you said the car show, is that at 1:30?
1:30, yep.
And that's going to run for a while. 3:30, you're going to give out the plaques, right?
Yep.
A couple hours later.
You must be present to win, though.
Okay, present to win. So if you drive off, you're toast.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Because last year, it's like I had to play tag with some people that left. It's like,
oh, really? Trying to get to them? Yeah, that's always difficult. That makes sense. So all the proceeds go to the small animal shelter there and helping them kind of keep the doors open, making sure that they are able to get those animals cared for. Now, is there going to be... There's animals there, so are there going to be some adoptions?
Oh, yeah. That's another reason that we like doing at the shelter. They're full capacity right now, so we're trying to get some of these dogs and cats some new homes. So even if you don't have a car or bike or whatever, maybe come home with a new dog or a cat.
Oh, that'd be awesome. So if you're looking for an animal, I mean, this is a great opportunity. February 28th, come down to the small animal shelter there in Tombstone at this great event and peruse the shelter there and maybe pick out a friend. Now, we talked about some other upcoming events. What kinds of events do you have upcoming?
So, May, I got my 3rd annual Hogs for Dogs event, just a big old bike event helping dogs get adopted and rescued and stuff.
Have you figured out where you're going to host that yet?
No.
Still waiting?
Still trying to find out the logistics.
Final details?
And then in August, I have my 7th annual community give back event. And I'm not too sure on the date or the stuff.
Still some loose ends on that one, yeah.
Yeah, but those are my other upcoming ones. But this is my first event of the year next month in Tombstone.
And the Hogs and Dogs, that's a pretty big event too. So that's another cool one to come visit.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. I have Arrows Landing dog rescue that will be there with dogs on site for adoption.
Right.
And then I think the Tombstone shelter will be bringing dogs as well.
That's awesome. Very, very cool. Very cool. Well, as always, Brandon, we really appreciate you. We appreciate all the things that you do. What is the biggest challenge in doing what you do?
To be honest with you, I'd say like balancing it out and patience. Patience is probably one of the number one things. It's like key, because it's like you want to help everybody, but it's like there doesn't seem to be enough time in the day, though, or the year. To be able.
And they're all a little chaotic too when you do an event, isn't it? I mean, I've done a bunch of them, and it's a little bit crazy sometimes.
Especially you might have it written down on paper a certain way.
Looks
and then
good.
The day of or whatever, as it gets closer, it's
all bets are off. Yeah. No, I got you. It's totally difficult. I get where you're coming from. That's complicated. When you have all these things happen all at the same time, and nothing ever goes as planned quite. And a lot of people, they're only in charge of their little area. The shelter people are doing their thing. You got the volunteers doing their thing. You got these people doing their thing. Vendors doing their thing. Car show people, on bikes doing their thing. And that's what they're concerned about. But you're having to kind of deal with everybody's concerns all at the same time, right?
Yeah, my nick and cranny or niche is like everything.
Super tough. Yeah, no, that I get you. It's kind of complicated to kind of try to get that whole thing rolling and then keep it managed throughout the deal, which is why you're asking for volunteers, right?
Yeah, if you could come out the day of and just give a little bit of your time. And
so they could just show up February 28th and you could point them in the right direction just to help out a little bit. And they could help out for an hour or the whole thing.
Yeah, absolutely. You don't have to do anything special. Like if you want to donate, cool. But if you just want to come hang out and just volunteer some of your time, that would be greatly appreciated.
Yeah. Absolutely. And I'm assuming you'll open that kind of same thing up to some of your other future events.
Absolutely.
The Hogs for Dogs kind of thing and some of your other ones just to be able to jump in and help out. Because all of these events, they all end up going to help charities, right?
Absolutely. Yep.
Yeah, every one of them.
Yeah, I don't, I know some people may do events just to help benefit themselves, but yeah, everything I do helps local community organizations in the community. Absolutely. Well, we love what you do, Brandon, and we thank you for it. And I know, like you said, so you're just getting ready to turn 30, and you've been doing this for years, and so I think that speaks highly of the kind of person you are and giving back to the community and giving back to all these charities. What a special thing to be able to do for so many people, because behind every charity is a number of other people who are benefactors from that, or animals, or something else. So just a really, really great job. So I want to thank you for that. Thank you.
Well, again, this is Brandon Sharp, and we're talking about the February 28th Tombstone Small Animal Shelter second annual. So I hope you all make it down there and check it out from 12:30 to 6:30, and bring your $10 fee, and you can bring your bike or car and put it in the show, or you can bring a bag of dog or cat food. And even if you're not entering a car, bring a bag of dog or cat food down there anyway. That'd be super helpful, and come down and look and see if they've got an animal that would be suiting for your family. So
take home a friend.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thanks, Brandon. I appreciate you and appreciate what you're doing.
Appreciate you.
Okay. This is Keepin' It Real, brought to you by the Sherry Ethell Team at Long Realty Studios. We'll be right back after these brief messages, and we'll finish the show.
Tax time is here, but before you spend your refund, consider real estate with the Sherry Ethell Team at Long Realty. It's a great way to move from renter to homeowner and on the road to building wealth.
Hi, I'm Sherry Ethell, Realtor and Team CEO of the Sherry Ethell Team at Long Realty. Think of me as your guide to all things real estate. I tailor my approach to your needs and, most importantly, your goals. It's time to come see me and get a plan for your success.
Discover excellence in real estate with the Sherry Ethell Team at Long Realty, your premier choice in Cochise County. Visit Sherry at Long Realty behind Denny's on Fry Boulevard in Sierra Vista. Call or text 717-599-2439 or Google us for more information. Real integrity, real results.
Thank you all for tuning in to this week's Keepin' It Real radio show. As we wrap up today's show, we want to take a moment to thank each and every one of you for being part of our journey this year. Your support, trust, and engagement mean the world to us, and it's truly a blessing to serve such an incredible community. This holiday season, we hope your homes are filled with love, laughter, and the joy that makes this time of year so special. May the spirit of Christmas and the warmth of gratefulness for our special country fill your hearts. From all of us at the Sherry Ethell Team, we wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year filled with peace, happiness, and endless opportunities. Stay safe, stay blessed, my friends, and we'll see you again soon. We'll see you next Saturday, 7 to 8 a.m. right here on Cool 104.1, making radio cool again.
Thank you for tuning in to this edition of the Keepin' It Real radio show. Join us next Saturday for more engaging interviews with top realtors and industry leaders, keeping you informed about the latest trends in real estate. Stay connected with us as we bring you updates on the dynamic events shaping our vibrant community. From exciting local happenings to noteworthy charities and causes, we've got you covered. Plus, don't miss out on our special segments, sharing personal insights into youth sports across our county. See you next week for another edition of Keepin' It Real.